Hello everyone, my name is AP the Weird One, and we are here with an anime roundup. Oh, actually, one more sec. Alright, I'm back. I just had to do one quick thing. So, we're gonna do a bit of, we're gonna do an anime roundup, talk about the anime I watched this year and what's to come next year that I'm gonna watch and maybe what things I don't watch. We're gonna start with a couple of anime that I'm a bit hesitant about. I'm watching a couple episodes. I'm not sure if I want to continue, but we'll talk about them. But before I begin, when I choose anime, I like to watch more seasonal anime. I basically read the description. If it interests me, I'll watch it. If I hear good things about it, then I will. And I also do watch YouTubers as well, which we'll get into one of them, one of these series. But yeah, that's kind of my general gist. I mean, some things that are more popular before the things begin, I might not necessarily watch them, or I won't give as big of a chance, which we'll talk about. But for anime that I'm kind of watching it, I'm a little bit on the offense about. So I heard a couple of anime that are very popular. The first one being, where is it? Maken is Tumi Losing Heroines. I have seen 3 episodes of this. I don't know if I really get the appeal of this series. I mean, it's the story about basically 3 girls that have. One of the girls has just made her confession. They've kind of confessed their love interest and realized they've been rejected. And you have this boy on the side who sees this go down and he becomes friends with them, sort of, in a way. I don't know about this series. It looks very pretty. It reminds me a lot of Makoto Shinkai, the guy who does what is it? Is Your Name, and it kind of reminds me of Garden of Words a little bit, but just doesn't have the shimmer of it. That's kind of kind of gives me that appeal to it. I don't know. I might watch another couple episodes. I'm not 100% about it. It's aside from the dark haired girl, none of them really strike me very well. And then there's I also heard things about the Elusive Samurai. I've seen 4 episodes of this. I'm going to maybe watch a 5th one because I do think there is appeal to it. It does have a good amount of action and there is progress in anime, but I don't know if it has the super hook to it. I don't know. I'll watch another episode or so, give my thoughts. I might do another recap or so, or maybe I'll talk about it later. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, this is fine, but I kind of don't get the appeal of it. I mean, yes I do. Yes, and I know I do get the appeal of it. But starting off with the anime, this one happened the previous series. However, I do want to talk about it because it did finish up this year. Was Spice and Wolf Merchant meets Wise Wolf, and this is a remake, remaster of the original series that came out like in 2007 or so. I only watched 1 episode of the original, and then I lost interest or so. And so I know big things about this. I heard about it, and I decided to give it a shot. I don't think it's a bad series, but I just wasn't as drawn in. I don't think it's the big kahuna as everybody makes it out to be. It's like, I mean, it's a traveling love story. I mean, it's fine. I feel like the big moments you kind of forget about them or so. And I understand they're trying to cover past season, the original season. But yeah, and I kind of felt the final arc with the pagan town wasn't like that super amazing. I don't know. I just wasn't super into it. So I do know this is getting a season 2. Am I gonna watch this season 2? I don't think so. I mean, yes, our Wolf Hollow is very beautiful, but other than that, I'm just not interested. I think there's just other better romances out there. Next on the list, and it's not so super low, it is a sequel to Code Geass, but more specifically the movie variations. It's got a bit of ecchi. You can see some booba through the shirt. It is a bit dark at times. It's just a good, solid mecha anime. There's nothing too flashy about it, and it doesn't really hurt the story overall. I think this could have taken place in the original timeline without Lelouch, as Lelouch did survive in the movie variations. But yeah, you could probably had it removed, and you could still have this. I do think it's fun. I like Ash, and I do like Sakuya. She's not Sakuya. She's not too bad. Or I know it's Rose. I do like Rose. So I liked it. It wasn't super outstanding, but I mean I didn't really hate it. This isn't like it's bottomless, but it's not as low as the next one. I still think it's a 7 or 7.5. I think it's enjoyable. If you like Code Geass, you should watch it. Next, I think in terms of order, I would put this right here. Next up is Ayla Sometimes Hides Her Feeling in Russian. I've heard good things about this. YouTuber known as Espiritu. He loves and raves this series. I like it, but I don't. It's a hard one to sell for me. I think the supporting cast is not as strong. There is another series that I like that's a little bit better when it comes to this love story. I do think the dub is a bit better. I watched a couple episodes in dubbed, and I think the dub brings out the characters a little bit better. But I think this going for the school setting is like they're competing to become the next school president next year. I don't know, it's just a little too soft for my taste. Like, I mean, it's kind of like Spice and Wolf. I mean, there is a little bit more comedy aspect to it, but it just the characters feel me a little flat for myself. I don't know. I just didn't just dive with this. I think maybe if I'd watched it in completely dubbed, I would have a different approach. There is some good comedy moments, like with the eyes and everything, but the teasing of the sister is also pretty good. But other than that, I was it's not as strong. There's some other characters I feel like are a little bit stronger, which we'll get into. Next up is season 2 of the Cafe Terrace and its goddess. This is quintessential quintuplets done better, I will argue. And we're continuing of the cafe. The big twist in this one was the introduction of the rivals for a time being, which wasn't too bad. I didn't like it a lot, but I understand that you need a little bit of flair. The characters get a moment. Ami was the big center, so like she had her like big character moment, and there's a reason why you kind of want to vote for her, even though she's been in the background. And then the ending was a bit of a little surprise. Curious to what season 3 will go. Season 3 does get announced. I will do it. I will most likely read the manga as well afterwards. I will check that out. My biggest complaint, and still with the season 1, is the censored stuff. The cloud is way too much. I wish it was less. I'd like to see our beautiful ladies. My least favorite character, and I really hope she doesn't win, is Shirgi, the green hair girl. I do not like her. She's the childhood friend, and I just don't dig her. I really hope she does not win. Any other girls, I'd be a bit happy. My best bet is me. I really like Akane, but I also like Amy as well. I want those two to win, with maybe Oka and Ryo being third, maybe tied for third. I don't know. I want to see what Oka brings to the table. So I did enjoy this season. Maybe I'll make this a little bit smaller. I would, if you liked quintessential quintuplets, definitely check the series out. Moving on, we have Love is Indivisible by Twins. This is a bit of an interesting story. It is about these two twins that have fallen for their best friend, who they've known since childhood and are actually neighbors as well. I have done a video on this as well. Rumi and Nari both have things for June. Rumi stepped to the plate first and dated June, but then she felt bad for Naori and then broke up with him. So now there's the series about their feelings and trying to go after him. June realizes he loves both of them. I think for a school setting romance, this is actually better than Ayla sometimes hide her feelings in Russian. There's references to nerdy, so there's a little bit more American support, and I do think the supporting cast, Rias and Togishi, and also their other friends. There's also Sheena, is also adorable. I like the supporting cast a lot more. Sheena is actually very very flirty and adorable. I kind of wish she would win, but then the final episode, you understand the series that you understand why. There is gonna be no like dating both of them. He's not gonna get the harem because they're not gonna be acceptable. Hopefully this gets to season 2. I would enjoy it. I think it's fine. If the light novel ever comes out in English, maybe I'd read it. I don't know. It was a nice gong show. If you like what's the term, like live TV shows like Below Deck or like Cops or stuff like that, super drama heavy, I think you would enjoy it. Those are not my taste, but I do have a soft spot for them, and I do think this is a fine show. Next up on the list of stuff is Fairy Tail 100-Year Quest. So I've been reading the manga. I'm a little bit disappointed it wasn't comedy based. However, it's been a while since I've read like the first parts of it, and I've been enjoying it. I don't know when this is going to conclude, but I do like the 100-Year Quest. In terms of the anime, I stopped after the tournament arc, and then I just read the rest of it when it was coming out. I didn't feel like I needed to watch it again since experiencing it. Maybe I might go back. I don't know. But I've been enjoying Fairy Tail 100-Year Quest. The dub, I do know a little bit of dub. It does sound a little bit cheesy, but I've heard the 100-Year Quest dub is good. They got a lot of emotions to it. Next up is Sakuna of Rice and Ruin, which is a anime version of a video game. I'm not sure how people feel about the adaptation of this, but I have been liking it. It is basic story. It is about a spoiled harvest goddess that gets kicked out when she accidentally burns the rice because humans have entered the realm of the gods and goddesses. I like Sakuna as a character. My favorite character, oddly enough, is Mithril, who is a Christian priest. Her fate, and the funny thing is, meeting Sakuna and the rest of the gods has not diminished her faith. In fact, she thinks it's still part of their mythology. Also, she is super hot when we get to see her actual blonde hair in one episode. She's a very fun character. I know Sakuna is the main cast, but I like her, and I like the Christian twist that they've added to it. Like, and she's not deemed by it, even though it doesnent say that she's Christian. She is a monotheistic religion, and she believes Sakuna and Koro are like an angel, I guess, or angels in training, which I think is kind of cute, her perception of it. There is one more episode, it's the finale, and it's going to be going up against the big dragon boy. I like it. I don't know if I'm going to necessarily get the manga, get the anime if it ever comes out, but I might check out the video game. I don't know. I've seen gameplay of it, and I don't know. It's undecided, but I did like this. This was fun. Tied for number 1, and the score I have it right now is 9, and the other one's going to be an 8, but I still justify it, is Oshinoko Season 2. I like the first season, and the second season is not bad. I did kind of think the stage play was fun, but not my favorite. I like the comedy aspect of seeing Kana, Aqua, Akane, Mima, Menma, and Ruby, all of them interacting with each other. I like the dynamic, which has been in the last couple episodes, and including today. I enjoy their dynamic. I love their interactions. It's very funny. Just the play aspect, it was fun, but it just doesn't have the big moment. I thought this today was the end episode, but we still got one more week, and it's gonna end on October 6th, I believe, the final episode. So about a couple of weeks, I think, or October 9th or something. I forget. It's gonna be a couple of weeks before it ends. So kind of a bit of a disappointment, but whatever. It could have ended next week. If it ended next week, I would have held back, but for now I won't. However, the season I think that actually hit me pretty good, that I liked the most, was Mayako no Punch. It is about a YouTuber who she was part of a big group, the Haruki sisters, but then she kind of gets upset and she gets fired from the group, and she's seen as this big asshole, and she realizes she absolutely loves being in the spotlight, loves being a YouTuber, but she needs to go another means, and that's where she finds vampires. Interaction with them. It is kind of a bit of a Yuri bait a little bit, or girl romance, but they don't do that. The final 2 episodes really hit well, and I kind of felt like I was going to drop it, but I'm like, I'll continue it. And the final episodes did hold strong. Aside from I think it's my least favorite character is Toge, but everyone else I think is fine. Yuki in the last couple episodes was very fun, but yeah, I enjoyed this. This is probably my big recommendation for the new series. I like this a lot. There is that. But moving on to the new stuff, let's go back to LifeShard, and we will get to we'll talk about the next season, which is in a couple weeks. All right, I do know which ones I'm going to watch. I didn't need to bring up. Senko's Gesoki Spirit Chronicles, I was also going to mention. I have never heard of this first season, and I don't know if I want to watch the first season again. I don't know. Maybe I'll go back and watch it. I have never heard of it. ReZero, everyone's big gun. I don't care. I've seen videos talking about why you should like it, and I honestly don't. I really don't care about it. It does not appeal to me. However, what does appeal to me is Are You Feretta from Commonplace World's Strongest Season 3. This is an overpowered gong show, and I absolutely here for it. It also has banger opening music. I'm curious if this is going to be the final episode or final season. I absolutely love it. What I kind of like the most about this character, about this man, is his loyalty to you. He's banged her, but he's faithful. I'm curious to how she's going to convince him to mate with the other girls, because I think she's the only one who can actually convince him, given how strong his loyalty is. And he's got a giant harem. Maybe two more than I would have liked. There's a couple that I would not liked, but I dig this series. Season 2 wasn't bad. All right, moving on. I don't care about Blue Lock or Bleach. These series, no. Also, is it wrong to pick up a girl? I tried to watch. I've seen Blue Lock. I've not watched, but I've seen the other stuff, and it just didn't catch my eye. Next up is Shangri-La Frontier. Probably my biggest desire. First season, I wasn't convinced at first, but then I heard some good stuff. I watched it, and it's going to be a back to course. So we're getting a total of 24 or 25 episodes. I am looking forward to this. This is a fun. If you love your virtual reality video games with the non-isekai stuff, this is for you. I love the main character, and I love his group of posses. They are funny. Dan, I don't know. Maybe I'll watch the first season. I'll watch this. I don't know. It has a lot of pipe. It's not my cup of tea if it's something's big. Sword Art Online Alternative. I saw the first season. I don't care for it. Let's see what else is on the list. I think the next biggest one is no, not that one. Oh, it's going to plan to watch. There is Toibon Hanko. Oh yeah, actually there is more. Well, let's go back here. There is Toibon Hanko short season 2. I thought it was going to be actual season 2, but it's not. But the next big one is the most notorious talker runs the world's greatest clan. I am hyped for this. I've read the light novels. I'm excited for this. I cannot wait for the salt, but people are going to talk about it because of the controversy this season's going to bring. Because Noel Stallings is a son of a bee. No, he's a son of a bitch. And he's just controversial. And I can't wait for people to yell at him and hate him, which is what his intention. I am very curious to how many episodes this is going to be. It doesn't say it's going to be a double core, so maybe it'll be the first. It's most likely going to be the first 3 novels, which I think which wouldn't do it justice, because you want to do either the first 2 or all 4, as that basically is the preamble to the story. If you see my novels review, if you saw it in volume 4, you'll kind of understand a little bit. What is next on the list? Dragon Ball, not hyped for it. Rurouni Kenshin is blacklisted because the author, F.U. pedo. There is, okay. Where is the other one? Not as high up. Oh, this one. Okay, this is a brand new one. I forgot about. No, hold on. We'll just go back here. Okay. 365 Days Till Wedding. I was looking around. It's an office romance. I enjoyed. What is the? I don't have it available to show, but I did enjoy Otokai Love is Hard for Otaku. So this is probably around something like that. I think it's gonna be a funny watch. If you like office romances, I think it's worth checking out. Is the there's another big one I wanted to talk about, but it's a little bit lower down. Let's see. I guess we're gonna have to. Where? It might. I thought this. Is it okay? Where is it? Then is this other one I really want to talk about? Where is that from? This other one I'm talking about is oh, here it is. Ron Kanashina Forbidden Deduction Season 2. I saw the first season. I actually really liked it. Barring the twist, which minor complaint, this is a fun cop duo that I really liked. I'm surprised it actually got a season 2. Given I didn't think it was that popular, but apparently it was, and I'm not for complaining. I'm looking for the season 2. I think it's going to be fun. But the final anime, I believe, that is on the list is MF Ghost Season 2. I saw the first season. I liked it. This is a sequel to... what is it? It's a sequel... God, where... I know... it's a famous car show. Maybe if I click this one. Initial D, that's what it is. Yeah, it's a sequel to Initial D. I should watch that. I'm not the biggest car fan, but I did like MF Ghost Season 1, and Season 2 is hot on the tails. I'm gonna definitely watch it. Looking more for a sweet car racing. I think that is it. Let me look once again. Okay, I figured out what it was. Anyway, that's the anime I've been watching, that I watched the previous season, and what I'm going to watch next. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little talk through. I'll see you guys next time. Maybe there'll be some more anime updates, but hopefully you guys have a wonderful day. Catch you next time. God bless you all.